10 to run. And they run 1.5 miles. The Porsche's about a half length off the arm. There's the green light and they're racing, and hard to find an early leader. Bamako Marley in the centre. Showing up on the outside of it is Some Love Somewhere, and also Makes Every Sense. And in the meantime, Amaretto was trying to muster pace, but it's Some Love Somewhere, one of the real boulders, getting across to lead Bamako Marley. Amaretto's galloped. Amaretto has broken that junction and is drifting back through the field. They've all managed to get around it. Moving up now to be third is Makes Every Sense. Then Butterfly Princess followed further back then to Sally Fletcher. Stuck a little deep there was Supersonic Miss, is able to slot almost one off, and then came further afield then on the inside Fountain Lakes Hey Porsche. Further back then to 3D Delight, who's second to last, and Amaretto is 2 lengths away at the rear of the field. In that order they work towards the entrance to the lane, and it's Some Love Somewhere, one of the real despised outsiders in the field, leads the way. Makes Every Sense is going up strongly to attack for the lead, with Bamako Marley locked away on the inside. As we now get a new leader, going to the top is Makes Every Sense, clear by 1.5 lengths. Some Love Somewhere, Sally Fletcher punches the breeze around Bamako Marley, and sliding into the 1 by 1 there is Supersonic Miss and a gun spot. Next is Butterfly Princess, covered up by Hey Porsche. The next pair, Amaretto, who's racing on the outside of Fountain Lakes, and last of all is 3D Delight. The lead time was 55.4, so they went pretty hard early, and as they work their way into the back straight now, they reach the 1200 metre mark. It Makes Every Sense, 1.5 lengths on Some Love Somewhere. Third without cover, Sally Fletcher. Bamako Marley, 3 pegs, covered up by the favourite Supersonic Miss. And the next one is Hey Porsche, who's racing on the outside of Butterfly Princess. Next pair, Amaretto, who's been able to recover from that early mistake, sits about 5 or 6 lengths adrift of the leaders, and Fountain Lakes and 3D Delight are last. They've got 9.50 left to run. First quarter of the last mile, 32.7. The leader is Makes Every Sense. Leads the way by a half length on Sally Fletcher, who's second without cover. Third is Some Love Somewhere, and the next one on the outside is Supersonic Miss, who's poised to pounce. The inside of those, Bamako Marley, 3 pegs and fifth. Covered up by Hey Porsche, who's had a fair run. And then came Butterfly Princess and Amaretto, and Fountain Lakes and 3D Delight are last of all. Second split was 30 and 4. 63.1 for the half. Leaders had a fair run in front, and that leader is Makes Every Sense, but only ahead now to Sally Fletcher, who's about to try and get on terms. Some Love Somewhere needs a run, and Supersonic Miss, here she comes with fresh legs into the race, out 3 wide. The next one is Hey Porsche. Bamako Marley was able to work one off, and Amaretto comes to the extreme outside. 29 the split. Makes Every Sense dashes away. Supersonic Miss is in for the fight. She's out after it, and she's quickly levelled up and zooms on by. Here's Amaretto coming from the back with a giant run. The leader is Supersonic Miss. Amaretto and Bamako Marley are trying hard, but here's a double coming up for the All-Stars, and it's going to be down to the wire. Supersonic Miss beats Amaretto. Giant run under the circumstances. Third home was Bamako Marley. Makes Every Sense and Butterfly Princess together for fourth, and then Fountain Lakes, Hey Porsche, 3D Delight, Sally Fletcher, and the boulder who led them up early, Some Love Somewhere, finished last, 27.1, and the mile rating 157.1.